it's good. Look like it's good. Like you trying to taste everything on them taste buds.
Sorry.
You gotta be sorry. You all need to eat. She chewing.
Try
She
not to
chewing.
be rude.
Yeah, hey, you ain't being rude. You gotta eat to survive. You hungry? You hungry? They said it
Absolutely.
looked like it was delicious. Whatever you was eating looked like it was delicious.
Rice and crab.
She's
And it's
fancy.
mixed
That
with
crab.
mixed with peppers and stuff.
Oh, okay. She exotic tonight.
No, no.
What's going on Facebook? What's going on YouTube? Sorry for the 2-week layover, but I had to get some shit done. So we're back with another Her Truth, His Truth with my co-host, Jessica Hutton. The beautiful Jessica Hutton, let me just say that.
Thank you.
And single and available, fellas. So shoot
Whoa.
Dang, you doing that?
Right?
my bad. You know,
Crazy
this
people
is my
contacting me.
ex-wife, so you know.
I don't want no crazy people talking to me.
You know, if we have another person on the line, my brother Bless, so he's gonna bless us with hopefully some good information tonight. We're gonna get into the shit definitely tonight, but we ain't gonna be on here long. I'm gonna tell you that right now.
So you say.
What?
I said, so you say.
Hopefully. We're actually gonna figure this out, you know, tonight. I'm just letting people know we on right now. If people want to get in, definitely hit the link, bring your ass in, and let's talk this shit. So first of all, so how is everyone doing today? Is everyone, you know, obviously everyone is still living, so, but how is your day speaking so far? Jess?
Me? Good. I can't complain. You heard my rant earlier.
Oh, shit.
Other than that, I'm good.
Just
I had bottomless mimosas today, so
Okay.
you know.
Oh, so you're a little tipsy. Oh, okay.
Oh, I had to come sleep it off.
You got the juices flowing. Okay.
You said, I'm over here on cloud 9 tonight. This what we gonna do? Word?
Listen, I had a great relaxing day with my god sister. It was well needed, and you know, we all need that time.
That time you get drunk. I understand. On a Sunday too, on the Lord's Day.
That's your mouth.
Drunk on the Lord's Day. I hope it wasn't Jesus juice. I hope it
Whatever. My bills is paid, so that's all that matters.
All right. Okay, let's get this thing started. Cause I'm with the shit today. I'm ready to talk this shit. So today we're going to talk about relationship society lies. And I know a lot of people are going to be up here like, what the hell is a relationship society lie? And let me break it down to like this. Basically, we live in the United States. Well, if you're seeing this, we live in the U.S., yes. But we actually live in the U.S. So we go by relationship, I call lies, because
I ain't know if you
relationship boundaries or relationship standards, that's really just social. I mean, if you really think about it, if you really look at other cultures, you know, we all have our own social relationship standards. But if you don't uphold to these standards, then you're looked at as being odd, you're looked at being crazy, you're looked at being weird, you're looked at being an outcast. So are these lies compared to what, you know, other countries, other societies are really doing? Is there really a standard? Or is it, you know, so what they're saying is relationship is only based on your society, based on the society which you are in. So with that being said, I think they be lying to us because they what they say is this is the only way to be. Not like this, you're gonna be part of the outcast system. Now, with that being said, do you think that you're part of the outcast system? Or do you fit into this nice little mold that they have in America? We're supposed to, get the house, get married with the white picket fence and the dog, and everything's supposed to be happily ever after.
This is an individual-based question. That's
Okay. So go ahead.
I'm asking you because
Yeah.
you're asking us. You're asking us our personal opinion.
Yes. Yeah. This is an individual-based question because I need to know: are you subscribed to the U.S.-based society way that relationships should operate, or are you what they consider the outcast, or the weirdos, or what the church might call a heathen, shacking
I'm a
up?
heathen. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a heathen.
Woo, shacking up. Woo, you know how that is.
I'm a heathen. I ain't gonna lie. If that's what a heathen is, I'm a heathen.
Well, okay. Considering this is a mostly Christian country, and and they have their Christian rules. So, so you trying to tell me that you are a sinner?
You said I'm a what? A sinner? Absolutely.
We all are.
Whoa.
Not perfect. Oh, I want to meet that person.
Hey, me too. But I'm just speaking to, and I'm just trying to speak into a relationship. You know what I mean? The way is, you court, you date, y'all get together, y'all get married, then y'all start a family. Hey, this is what the relationship society is saying. What's normal, what has to be.
I mean, it's not. I mean, you can't call it bullshit, but you can say that. Well, in my opinion, like that picket fences. It's just like anything that you get at, well, most things that you get at a store, they have expiration date. A marriage is good as how long the two people make it last, but how society is built, it ain't meant to last very long. You fall in love and you fall out of love real quick, just because everything is all about feeling. So if you're going into a relationship, expecting nobody to hurt your feelings and to get everything right all the time, and then your relationship doomed from the beginning. There's not a lot of work that's being put in the relationship. It's easier to drop everything and find something new and try it out with somebody else. So when you have that type of society that we live in now, I get it quick as I can get it society, and then that picket fences and the house and stuff like that, you can get that, but then at the same time, like, okay, I'm gonna have it for what, 5 years, and then we go into divorce court, and I'm gonna try it again with somebody else.
Nowadays don't even want that.
What is that?
They want the quick pussy and bounce.
Who said this?
No, they want quick pussy and bounce. I'll tell you that right now. I'm a good fucking bitch. Let me tell you right now. I cook, I clean, I maintain my own house. I don't ask nobody for nothing. And all of the men want the same thing. All of them. They want some pussy and they want to move on to the next pussy. That's what it is. They don't want to build a relationship. They don't want to get to know you. They don't want to know how you feel. They don't want to get you roses. They don't want none of that bullshit. All they want is some whack ass pussy. Yeah, I said it. Whop that.
Well, I can agree with her on certain things, but at the same time, like, you guys want certain things as well. Everybody wants something. You don't just get into a relationship and not want nothing or whatever. Now, everybody ain't gonna get you everything which you want all out to get at the beginning. Do dudes want sex? Absolutely. Or whatever. But at the end of the day, a dude that really wants to build with you, because there's many of dudes out here that want to build. There's many dudes that want to build with somebody, but how many of the chicks want that dude that want to build? They want the nigga that's on the block that 20, 30 other chicks already want. Or whatever. You know, when you got that pool of 20, 30.
We over that. We old now. That's the 20s, okay? In your
yeah, but
30s,
that,
you don't
but
want that
see,
anymore. You want
yeah,
somebody that's ready to go get a
but
job
you want
and go to work every day just like you.
that's understandable. But you want that you when you was in your youth, and that's when you were supposed to have that marriage and all that other stuff. You wanted the bullshit or whatever. After now, no, I'm just being real. You wanted the bullshit when you could have had the good guy or whatever. You wanted the bullshit. Now you older and now you ain't a spring chicken no more. Now you want somebody to chase after
Yeah.
you. It's not. They're not gonna do that.
So
Jeez, I can still
okay.
pass the 28. I can spring at the motherfucker. Don't do
I'm
me
not
like
saying you.
that.
I'm not saying you can't, sweetheart. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm
So
not
I'm
saying
smaller than I was in my 20s.
I'm not saying that you is, but you know, it's just like anything else. Like men like youth, you know, women like security.
mm,
You you want somebody that's secure, got a nice job, nice car, can make sure he can take care of his business, so on and so forth. Most young dudes, when they young, they still trying to figure it out. How he gonna give you all that stuff? He ain't figured out who the hell he is. But you want to move in with him. You want to have this house, do this, do that, or whatever. He don't even know who the hell he is.
so basically,
I will say that is true, especially somebody young, because I dated somebody in their 20s knowing I ain't have no business. And I could tell. And that lasted about 6 months. I was like, yeah, nah, you don't know who you are.
Yeah,
Not at all.
yeah.
okay.
One of those too. Moved in
yeah,
together, quitting jobs and shit. It couldn't pay. Nah,
but
geez,
that
I'm all set.
yeah, but that goes along with every like. Okay, I can say for myself, every woman that I've ever dealt with, she wanted to move in with each other. Why do I have to move in with you? Why can't I just be with you and figure myself out and then work with you? And then when I get to a certain spot, then we can talk about getting a house together.
I
Then
thought I was
we can
going
Because
talk
in the
about
that's
marriage.
not what
But
society wants.
but I'm telling you, every woman that I've dealt with, oh, can we move together? When we gonna move together? This, that, and the other. Why do I have to move with you to solidify that I rock with you?
Nah, geez, I don't
Yeah,
need
but
nobody.
what was their intentions? Because if somebody is pressuring you to move in together, do they not want to pay their own bills? Or
Well,
can they not afford to pay their own
Now,
bills
now,
too?
now,
Because
now,
well,
there's a layer. It depends on the women and stuff like that. There's some women that's out
true.
here there's some women that's out here that want to get it, and there's some women that just want to be given it to.
so it,
So
but
so
it
it
could go
depends.
both ways. It goes both ways. But isn't this the way that society has kind of pushed us? You meet with somebody, you kind of y'all talk, and then y'all move in together. This is what I mean. The society, the lies of the relationship society that has been built on, or maybe that dynamic doesn't work no more. Because don't forget,
No,
it used to have to work back in the day. This is why a lot of things
it's,
our parents went through was different from now because they needed each other. The woman needed the man. The man needed the woman. But now it's completely different. So the relationship standards that was built back then is not working right now.
things are the same. They're just modified.
No, I agree
One
with Clyde. I agree with Clyde.
I don't because
The
people
roles
I
are
mean yeah
reversed. Back in the
the
day, women weren't getting jobs and being out in the workforce and making their own money. Back in the day, they wasn't doing that. Now,
no
we work way more overtime.
right, but women that work all them hours, a lot of women not working all them hours, they don't want to work all them damn hours. They don't
I
They
want to do
don't
all
also
that.
what?
don't.
I'm
I
sorry, say
also
that
don't want to
again.
have to ask no man to pay my bills or to get my
You
Brazilian
know,
wax or to get my weave done.
no,
So,
understandable.
you feel
I'm
me?
saying
I need my pussy
I'm
wax. I'm not gonna go beg no nigga for $50. No, I'm gonna go make it myself.
of course I'm not saying you're gonna beg anybody. And women empowerment is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing on both sides. It's a beautiful thing, but then it's not a beautiful thing because then it says to a woman she don't need no man. You don't hear a white woman ever say she don't need no man. You don't hear no Puerto Rican say she don't need no man. Black women say it all the time. I don't need no man. I get it on my own. This, that, and the other. We need each other. Point blank. Period.
So you saying it's easier to date a white woman or a Puerto Rican woman because they need you?
Uh, It's not about the need. It's about when you get money is you. We all done heard this saying: money is the root of all evil. When you got money, you got power. Anytime a woman, if a woman has power over, she can do whatever she wants. She don't need you or whatever. What is the need for a man? Not to say that that's a good thing, but what is her need for a man if she could do everything on her own? I just want to lay up with somebody at night.
It's more so for intimacy and companionship.
But I'm talking about now. Now, when I'm talking about it, I'm talking about from a youth standpoint. After a while, all that shit wears off. Most people, they get tired of people. They get tired. Oh, I'm tired of this nigga leaving the toothpaste, the cap off the toothpaste. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Every time I come in the house, his rusty ass, he ain't washed his ass, and he laid on the couch. He's stinking up my couch. You get tired of people. That's just you ever had a person that stayed at your house, and they don't move the way you move? You get tired of them. You want them to go. It's the same thing with a relationship. You get tired of a person. And that's all that people do. They just get tired of people. They get infatuated. They happy. Oh, I love you. You love me, so on and so forth. I rub on you. You rub on me. Then after a while, same move since 95, doggy style. Now I'm tired of that. Now I want something new. You don't rub me the way that I want you to rub me. You don't do this the way that I can find somebody better.
Yeah, true. But I think the women back in the day was a lot more tolerable because they had to be tolerable.
They ain't have exactly. They didn't have.
Right.
They didn't have the option. Now they got options. Women got a lot of options.
A lot more options now. So the standard has now switched. So that's basically saying just trying to get advice from the elders might not be working no more. Because it's in a whole weird, because everything that they knew was completely different now.
I mean, everything is just modified. Everybody want everything easy now. Like when you was growing up, you went to the grocery store and you ain't seen no chopped vegetables already chopped up that you just go and grab and pick up. Your mother had to pick that up, chop that up, do all of the real work. You ain't seen no seasoned meats and stuff like that. Now everything is simplified. So when the world is so simple, the people become simple, and when it becomes too hard, it's easy to quit.
Yeah.
You got to be able to put the work in.
Society standard says you can't quit. But it seems
people quit all the time.
But yes, now people quitting a lot more than ever before.
Look, I'm just saying, look at the world we live in. It's kids, it's teenagers that make more money than anybody that's on this conference call. Just because they hook up to the internet and they can act silly on the internet and YouTube gonna pay them a whole bunch of money. The world is easier.
With toys. Mm-hmm.
Right. The world is so much easier. So when you really gotta put the work in, okay, you a nurse or whatever, or you a paralegal or whatever, you had to grind through that school to get to where you got to get the things that you got now. Now it's like, oh, I don't have to do all that. I can trim the fat on everything. So when you trimming the fat on everything or whatever, and you ain't got to actually put the seasoning in, put the work in. You ain't got to sit there and watch the timing for everything to cook up. You ain't got time to mess up. Nobody can mess up nowadays.
So the saying is now. So back in the day, they got a lot more chances than what you because you were saying that you got a chance to mess up. Dad got a chance. Dad, I got caught with Big Mama down the street. But Mama was like, I saw your ass gonna be sleeping on a couch for a couple months, but you ain't leaving. Now your ass gotta go. F that. Get the hell out of my goddamn house. But also, wasn't it more kept in-house compared to all public public access now?
Of course. I mean, probably everybody on this conference call is done found out they got a cousin somewhere that ain't know nothing about growing up. This is how it is, because that's what they did back in the days. Nobody wanted to shame each other, but now we live in a world full of shame. People shame each other every day.
No, I do.
Yeah, we know.
Yo, I can't help it. I be trying, G's. I be trying.
Listen,
You know, dudes be cheating and posting it on the internet.
Yeah.
Doing dumb stuff.
I will admit, there's a lot of beta males out. There's a lot more beta males out here. Like the one thing I heard, the internet let the beta males talk, and damn, do they be talking?
Of course.
On themselves. I'll be like, oh, this dude up here.
Beta. Listen, beta males got the game. People like that got the game messed up. That's why a chick don't even have to work no more. She can make a OnlyFans page and make a whole bunch of money because it's a whole bunch of beta males that's gonna sit on there and pay her $5 a month. You figure even if you got 200, 300 people that's gonna pay you $5 a month, that's a lot of money. You break down the math.
Yeah.
So when you have that world that we live in, why and these women look at us men is like, oh, these just thirsty ass men that just want some pussy and that's all they want. Now, yeah, there are a lot of dudes like that, but there are dudes that want to build. Are you going to take the time to know to get to know the dude that want to build?
Huh? I'm saying you have to go through all the men that don't want to build. Like this shit take forever.
Nobody said it took a day to build a house.
No.
Honey, your phone is messed up. We can't hear you good.
I can't hear you.
Better Wi-Fi, baby.
I'm at work. I'm at work. It's bad service over here.
Oh, okay.
Better Wi-Fi.
Now say that again.
I said, how are we supposed to sift through them? You know what I'm saying? So that we can get to the ones that really do want to build. Because
unfortunately,
like, okay,
you gotta go through the process.
Yep, and waste your time.
That's it. That's all you can do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, all the time trying to figure out who really want to be with you.
It's not a waste of time.
Exactly.
In the cases where they don't pan out to be what you are looking for, it is a waste of your time. Do you know how many wasted times I done met? Come on.
Not a waste.
It happens on a regular fucking basis to me.
It has to be a learning experience. So
it's a learning experience, but it's also a waste of your time that you can't get back.
Because now you know how to sift through the bullshit.
Yeah.
Man, listen. And then you got to be careful of what you tell certain dudes, because if you say I'm looking for X, Y, Z, loyalty, love, support, whatever the case may be, whatever you tell somebody, they will pretend to be that motherfucker you said you wanted just to get some ass and then walk the fuck away. I done been through it way too many times.
But that's how
you learn. Why would you? Why? Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Why would you tell a man what you looking for?
So I used to, but over the years, because it's like it's a conversation. It's to get to know somebody. So I used to, but now I leave a lot of stuff out just to see how that person is going to be, because sometimes you're teaching a person to present themselves as one way, and then so now I say
Now let me ask you. Now let me ask you something. If you wouldn't experience the bullshit that you experienced with them dudes, would you have been moving the way you move now? So it's not a waste of time.
Not. Absolutely not.
Not a waste of time. So it's not a waste of time.
I don't know. It's still draining though. It definitely is very draining.
Who said it's not supposed to be draining?
Oh my God! Can I get a break though?
I understand, but I understand. It's not easy out here. Nothing. Let me. My cousin used to say something to me. He's like, nothing in your life is 100%. The car that you drive ain't the car that you really want to drive. The house that you live in ain't the house that you really want to live in. The job that you got ain't really the job that you want. And nothing is 100% in your life, but you got to learn from everything that you got, and you got to work with it.
Get it? I know the logical side of it. Trust me, I do. But it's annoying as hell. Because
Well,
it's
of
like,
course it's
damn,
annoying as hell.
especially at this point of our age. I don't know how old you are, but I'm 38. God
32.
damn, is we still doing the same shit? Like, when you gonna grow up?
Fact.
No, I can understand that. I understand that.
At 38,
You know,
39, like we still not trying to do the same shit we was doing, fucking in cars and shit. Like when we was fucking 20 years old and was living with our parents. Like, niggas, we ain't trying to do that shit. We grown now.
No, I get that. I get that. You know, it's a lot. Listen, as many as
I'm 48 years old. Come see me. I'm in New Haven. All right. I go down to New Haven, right? So I'm down in New Haven. I pull up to the address he told me to pull up at. There's a whole bunch of fucking niggas standing outside. Nigga, I thought you said you was 48. Why the fuck is you standing outside with a bunch of niggas? Go inside and watch HBO. So I pick the nigga up. You feel me? We go back to his house. He was like, give me a minute. You feel me? So I'm like, all right. He go upstairs. You know me. I'm thinking, okay, maybe he need to wash some dishes or some shit. The nigga come back outside. He's like, yeah, let's go up to your spot.
What?
In Hartford? Where's your car? Drive yourself. The fuck I come down here for?
That sounds like somebody else was upstairs that he lived with, either his mama or a chick.
Thank you. You 48. When do you get your life together? When do you get your, you know what I'm saying? Like,
unfortunately, some of them never will, because that dude did that to somebody else and it worked. Unfortunately, it be these dumbass bras out here that make it hard for the people who's looking for something more.
100% right. The same thing with dudes. A lot of these whack ass chicks be making it harder for these dudes.
I wonder, do y'all really go through what we go through in the dating process? Because I never hear guys complain.
Listen,
but
because a lot of us don't want to sit up here. Like, listen, dudes don't really complain. We just kind of take it on the chin and we'll talk to other dudes. But a lot of times we just take it on the chin. We just take shit right on the chin, like, this wasn't a good one, B. But we ain't because this is what dudes do. If the dudes can get some buns, he'll chop it up to part of the game. A lot of dudes like, damn, at least got some buns, and then just call it.
Yeah, yo, that's why you
definitely need.
That's why you be serving up pizzas to get the buns.
Huh?
That's why you be serving up pizzas to get the buns.
Yo. You being called out?
I just
That's
want to
what
know.
you be doing, Clark?
No.
Is that what it is?
No.
Don't get quiet.
Look, he like, oh shit right now.
Nah.
I will say this. When it comes to dudes, will do damn near anything to get some ass. I will say that, or whatever. But I feel like that's because a dude gotta do so much just for you to even want to rock with him in the first place. Like, how many females can go in their phone, and if they called a certain person, they can have that person come over and clap up them cakes any night they want. They got that. It's a lot of dudes. It's a lot of dudes. I'm just saying, realistically, like, y'all men don't get approached.
Oh, I give him the bun.
Yeah, if you in the mood, you can be like, I don't really like this nigga, but I need to get my shit off. I'm gonna go get my shit off. That's just how it goes. How many dudes? Right. There's not a lot of dudes that could just go in the phone and be like, oh yeah, let me call this girl up. There's a percentage of dudes. There's a small percentage.
I hang with nothing but dudes. Them niggas got a fucking Rolodex. They be like, yeah, nah.
Listen, no. They got that. Oh yeah, okay, this one ain't gonna work today. This one, cause y'all pick and choose. Y'all got people in your phone. Y'all pick and choose who y'all want to sleep with. If you want to sleep with this person today,
Y'all
okay, I'm
pick
gonna give
and
him some
choose
ass.
too, though. Y'all
Nah,
pick
it's
and
not the
choose too. Don't make
same.
it seem like
It's
that shit
not the
one way. Y'all pick and
same.
choose too.
It's not the same. It's not.
It's
Yo,
exactly the same.
have you ever
I
seen a
definitely
dude?
can hit some niggas up like, hey, yo, what up,
Of course,
dude?
but
And they be like,
A
oh,
dude
I'm
will
with
sleep
my
with
girl right now.
anything. A dude will sleep with anything. A woman won't.
That's true.
A dude. I just seen on Instagram. There's some chick that had Down syndrome and all types of crazy shit or
Yo.
whatever. No,
Oh my God.
and
Oh my God.
she had. I mean, and that's no disrespect to her or whatever. You know, after she had a baby and all that stuff, but she had the baby. The baby had Down syndrome and all that other crazy stuff. Like dudes don't care. We don't care. As long as it's wet, it's moist. Okay, we gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, I got
that
my shit
WAP.
off.
Hey, they say for that WAP, dudes do anything.
Dude,
That's
you
sad.
how many times y'all done seen y'all been in the mall or been anywhere and you see a good looking dude and he got a chick on and she look like shit on his stick and you like, well, damn,
Yo, why we had this conversation earlier, Clyde?
I told you what I tell you.
Fact.
What I tell you.
because dudes will do whatever.
Oh.
We just trying to get in, and then it's like, yo, like y'all got a height requirement. Nigga got to be 6'2". If he not 6'2", I'm not fucking with him. So all right, he
Oh
can't have a
shit.
bald head. He can't have a bald head. I don't like bald head. I like a nigga with braids down his back.
I got a height requirement.
Y'all got so many standards that block y'all off from getting maybe a guy that would be good to y'all because y'all got a standard. The nigga not tall enough. He's too short. He not light skinned. He's dark skinned. So
But
on and
that's
so
not
forth. You got so
me.
much shit. That's not you. That's not you now. Maybe that was you when you was younger or whatever. Now that you got,
like if
now
you
that
see
you,
all of the people I've ever dated, everybody was completely different.
yeah. But once you get
Fat,
older,
skinny,
what
short,
one
tall,
thing.
it don't matter.
But one thing I could say, one thing I could say about women is as they get older, their standards come down because now they want to get in a relationship. So the nigga that was 6'3", no, because
Some
that
people might,
happens.
some people
It's
not
a lot of
might,
people that
but
do.
not me. Fuck
It's a lot
that.
of people that do.
I ain't settling.
Once it come
What
down,
is settling though? What is
well, yeah, what is settling?
No, because he said your standards come down the older you get because you just want to have somebody. I'm not going to be like, just because you approach me, oh, okay, because I know that I'm like 40's knocking on my door and I don't want to be alone. Fuck that. I feel like whatever I deserve, I should have.
I personally
Yeah, so that's what you're doing. You chasing what you deserve, and you ain't getting it yet.
But the crazy thing is, I'm not chasing anything. Like, if you approach me and you're just a nice guy, you might not be super cute in the face. I talked to a dude that looked like Biggie Smalls before. The biggest fucking heart ever. But I swear to God, I don't look for, like, he don't have to be super cute. Because sometimes them super cute, like, fine-ass looking niggas be the ones that know that they can have anything they want, so they always cheat. And they don't have to be super cute to me. I dated a dude that was my fucking height. Like, I'm 5'3". So I'm not picky. It's just, I don't know.
All these people are most loyal.
Like, I don't know.
Not no more. I mean, other people get people just like fat chicks get dudes all the time. I see fat chicks all the time that got skinny dudes, all types of shit. They like, they the hot commodity right now. You don't have to be, cellulite free or this, that, and the other. You guys, I be seeing people walking hand in hand, something looking like a whale. But
I've seen it too. So I'll be like, God damn, how?
it's just what it is.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the world is going to be what it's going to be. The relationships is tough, and if you're not willing to work on them, and if you haven't taken the time to actually, like, don't tell no man what you're looking for. Let him just show what he's about. People don't let people show what they about. Just experience. Have the experiences with him. I'm not talking about you just sitting there going to his house, getting a bottle of fucking Remy and sitting there and watching TV. Just get to know the dude or whatever. And like, can people lie? Yes, people lie. People lie every day. But a lot of times a lot of times our instincts don't let us down. We overturn our instinct. If you know something is right, something don't feel right, a lot of times you
You
overturn the
right.
shit because of what you really want. What you really want will make you overturn something that's not good for you. You know what I'm saying? Like a person, you can have people. We are all energy. We are all energy, and you can feel a person's energy. It's either you gonna
Absolutely.
accept their energy or you not gonna accept their energy. That's all it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so many trash people, but it's a lot of good people, you know. But one thing I can say about people is that people will take bullshit. People will have bullshit friends just so they can agree with everything that they say, just so they don't feel like they wrong. Some people's circle is bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
and they know their circle is bullshit, but they stroke their ego.
God bless them.
Yeah.
What you saying here? What did you say?
I said the ego, a person's ego is really real.
People egos is what messed them up.
Yeah. Hold on. Okay. I'm trying to figure some stuff. I can't figure out nothing right now. That's a damn shame.
Just come this way.
Real fucking, oh, I
What
finally.
is you typing? You concentrating real hard over there.
Yo, I'm telling you now. I was trying to get something, but yo, what? I'm trying to get into something, but it's not letting me get in.
Mm-hmm.
Typical, technical issue. Like so, so basically, since society has been lying, re relationship, or is it time for the standard to switch, or is there a relationship standard? Because I done heard this question asked before too. Is there such thing as a relationship standard?
The relationship standard is what y'all two set, but people have so many people in their business that at the end of the day, like their whatever their standard for their that relationship, it changes because they have so many people in their business. Your relationship is supposed to be between you and that person, but then everybody is chiming in, making their comments on your relationship, and that's why a lot of times relationships fail because you got too many outside people dipping their hand in your relationship where it don't need to be wrong. You and that person. If I'm with Jess, we set the standards for our relationship. We've talked about them. We've had, we sat down or whatever. When we've decided that we're going to take another step, we've sat down. We talked about what her expectations is for me. She ain't got to tell me what she's looking for in a man. She just got to tell me her expectations. If I'm falling short of her expectations, she got every right to move forward. She has every right to move forward. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if she told me this, if she wants to work with me and, she sees progress on what I'm doing, what she's asking me for, then, you take that step on working and going in that direction and making it happen. Likewise with me, if I have a problem with her about something, I'm working with her. As long as she's working with me, I'm working with her. That's how it works. But if you so quick to bail out as soon as something, you know, it ain't going exactly the way you think it's gonna go. If a person is giving effort, you got to give respect for the effort or whatever. Now, just because they're giving effort, that don't mean it's gonna be right. But you're supposed to teach that person how to love you because nobody know how to love you better than you.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody should know how to love you better than you. So you got to teach a person how to love somebody. But a lot of people don't want to teach somebody how to love them. They just want them to automatically know. And it don't work like that. I don't know what you've been through. I don't know if you got father traumas because your father left you when you was a kid. I don't know if a nigga done threw you down the steps and beat you and all that shit. It's only certain whatever you don't tell me, I don't know, and I can't compartmentalize why you're acting the way you're acting on something I think that's minuscule. I don't know why you acting like that. So I can't adjust and work and figure out how I got to deal with this because, you know, there's stuff about you that I don't know. And there's stuff about you that you don't know about me. So, you know, that's why it takes time to be in a relationship. Everybody just wants that feeling, that euphoric feeling of happiness, and happiness is something like gas. It comes and it goes. You get filled up with happiness. That happiness need to come down, and then guess what? You got to refill it again. And if you ain't got the happiness within yourself, no relationship gonna work anyway.
Mhm.
Just
Yeah.
is there a relationship standard?
I mean, I agree with what he said, that everybody has a standard on what they want.
Yeah, but is there a certain relationship standard?
I don't think that there's a specific one. I think that everybody makes up their own according to what works for them.
Okay, so this is what I mean with the because a lot of people want to go to. We have a lot of relationship gurus, and a lot of relationship gurus I call bullshit because they're like, well, see, in relationship, no, there is no in relationship. A relationship is between two or more people, and they set the standard for their relationship. So I hate having conversations with people. They're like, well, in relationships, no, it's not in relationship. In your relationship, you want to do this. In your relationship, you want to do that. But there is no general in relationship. This and this what happens. I think that's one of the lies that we are actually always told. That it's always this, it's always that. In relationship, you are supposed to do this. In relationship, then two people you have to move in after so many years. That's who. If y'all like living apart and that's exactly how it works for y'all, why y'all pressured to the society lives?
Well, that also goes back to one of your earlier Zooms that we did, where you talk about how we were taught and raised by our families. Did our parents lie to us with certain things? Because some people grow up, they see one thing and they feel like that is supposed to be exactly how it is for them when they get older. So I don't know. I just feel like everybody do what works for them.
Everybody does what works for them, but like you gotta also think like I take my parents. My parents they're not married now, but they got with each other when they were really young. You know what I'm saying? Like they wasn't jumping around from this person, that person, that person, that person, that. If a person damaged you, it was the person that you was with. You know what I'm saying? You got so many people that's damaged because they don't went from this person, it didn't work with this person. They don't went to that person, it didn't work with that person. And you come into these relationships so damaged, like relationships don't work because you got two damaged people trying to fix something. How you gonna fix that?
You can't.
You can't. You can't.
Definitely can't.
People ain't honest enough to sit there and say, listen, I am damaged. You are damaged. Can we build off of our damagedness? No, we can't build off of it. You have to fix that. All right. So let's date and figure out. Let me figure out my shit. Let you figure out your shit. Eventually, y'all get together and then y'all can build something. But when you two damaged people coming together, how you gonna have something? As soon as something don't go your way, you running. It's easy to run in this world that we live in. It's easy to run.
I'm
It's
a
easy
heavy advocate for therapy because some people got some crazy ass shit they need to fix within themselves.
Everybody needs therapy.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yes.
I got divorced in 2015.
Mm-hmm.
It's now 2020. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I took time to heal. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you being with somebody that's supposed to love you and they shit on you so bad that you end up in a divorce, that shit takes time to heal. That's not some shit. Like I was talking to this dude the other day. I use dating apps as research. You feel me? So
Hmm.
I was talking to this dude the other day, and he was like, his wife just filed for divorce, and he's hoping to be married again within the next 6 months. And I'm like, my nigga, you just you ain't even signed the papers yet,
Yeah.
and you already trying to get into another marriage. You got to take some time and figure out what the fuck did y'all do wrong, yo. You ain't even want to figure that shit out. You want to hop right into another one.
But that's what the societal norm is now. It's
Exactly.
like let me run to the next person so I don't have to think about what happened with the last person. But they
Or
haven't dealt
figure
with
out
what
why it
didn't
didn't
happen.
work. Yeah, what
Because
didn't work.
people don't care about why it didn't work because it's all about the feeling. All they care about is the feeling of not feeling as low as they did. So if I don't have to you sitting like you got divorced and whatever and it's 2005, you had to sit there and reflect on everything. You had to take some responsibility for your wrong. You had to accept the
Yeah,
responsibility for what he did wrong, so on
yeah.
and so forth, so you can move forward.
And I
Most
had to
people don't even
also come
look
to the realization that every person in this world is not gonna do the shit that he did.
right, right. So you gotta
I
look
feel
at
like
all
that's the
those
part that people
aspects.
don't take into consideration. Is that you honestly have to be real with yourself and be like, look, everybody is not this person.
Nope.
Everybody don't move the same. Everybody don't act the same. Everybody don't spend money the same. Everybody is not this person. So don't be expecting everybody to be that person, and don't make everybody feel like they are a problem because you think they might be that person.
No. But I think also people get out of relationships and they automatically think, well, the other person did something wrong. Maybe you did something wrong. You just really don't know what you did wrong.
That's the accountability. But a lot of people don't
Right.
care.
And I
They
feel
don't
like,
care
yeah,
about what
it
they
takes
did
time
wrong.
to come to that. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because I can tell you in the beginning, I was like, oh, fuck that nigga. That nigga tried to set me up. Oh, fuck that nigga. He was fucking other bitches. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I was that. I was that. I was. But I also had to realize that I should have never got with a man, no matter how much he told me he loved me. I should have never got with a man that had a baby on the way. Like you ain't finished that situation. How you gonna start a situation? You know what I'm saying? Like it's you
Yeah.
have to look at the whole picture. You feel me? And I
But
did. I sat back and I've made a lot of changes since then. That's why I'm still fucking single. Yeah.
yeah, but
But
that's just
I
I
realized,
seen this.
you sleep in a bed with another woman. Why the fuck do I want to be with you? Because I'm gonna lose you the same way that I got you.
But see, I feel like I seen this thing, and it was like, and I thought about it, and I was like, that's kind of true. Like men fall in love with what they see, and
Yeah,
women
I
fall
seen
in
that
love
too.
with and women fall in love with what they hear.
But
Yeah,
mm-hmm.
somebody that needs love, if you telling them I need, oh, I love you, I need you, and this, that, and the other, you're extracted into their emotions, so they believe in your lying ass, even though they just words. But the thing
Exactly.
is, your words and your actions got to mix, and a lot of times people will just bypass the action and listen to the words or whatever. If a dude love you, you a dude don't have to tell you he loves you for him to show you that he loves you. He could do a lot of shit
Right.
for you. You could be there for you every time you need him. So like you break down, you could be in Ohio. He gonna find a way to go to Ohio. That's love. He don't have to say that
Mm-hmm.
shit to you all the time, but somebody want to hear it all the time just to reassure them or whatever because of some damage shit that happened early in their life. Oh, he don't tell me he loves me or whatever, but he show you. He's always there for you. You need him, he's there or whatever.
Okay.
You get the love that you need. He's hugging you at night. Why do you need all this other extra shit? But it's the words that you need because of whatever went on in your life that you didn't get it. Your mother might have not told you that she loved you enough. So now you need somebody to tell. Your father might not have been there at all, and he might have never said nothing to you. So now you need that man to secure. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. So you fall in love with just the word I love you.
So one, I'm highlighting something from my man Joe's book. And it says sometimes we take unchallenged belief or outdated perspectives into a relationship because we have never been in a relationship with somebody who could provide an adequate mirror to see ourselves clearly enough to recognize that our beliefs or perspective might need some considering or reconsidering. Can y'all see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I can see it.
So what do y'all think about
Read
that?
that next line though. Just because something is uncomfortable or doesn't feel good doesn't mean it isn't good for you. That's the part
Right.
that people don't pay no attention to.
Right.
Oh, well, it's not what I'm used to. That's okay that it's not what you used to. You don't need what you was used to because that shit wasn't good for you.
Yeah. Yeah. People. I find that people straddle the line. It's like, you know, it's like what they know is what they're comfortable with, and because of what they're comfortable with, they're always gonna be stuck in that position. You got to get over fear. A lot of people like to teeter between the lines. Like, okay, let me stand. Like it's almost like standing in the doorway. You're either gonna come in the house or you're not gonna come in the house. You know what I'm saying? You got if you're gonna work with something, if you got to conquer a fear, you got to go into that door. You don't know what's behind that door, but you got to conquer it. A lot of people don't conquer their fear or whatever. So at the end of the day, how can you grow if you're not conquering anything? And you had to fail at something to actually get a good grade at it. And sometimes you don't fail or whatever. But then when you don't fail and you've always succeeded, when you fail, then you ain't gonna know how to handle everything else.
Yes. You been kind of quiet tonight. What's going on?
I'm always
We learn
quiet.
to
I'm
stop
like
running away from the image of ourselves that we don't like to see and look at it for what it really is. We can finally recognize we want to change. That's tough.
But how many people really want to change? A
Not
lot of
many.
people don't want to change.
Not many.
I
lot
had to
It's,
want to change.
A lot of
I had to want
people
something
running into
different.
that
You know what I'm saying?
and I'm gonna be some lonely ass fucking people.
Listen,
The ones that don't.
listen.
no,
There is
Or
no, no. Them the people.
miserable.
Them the
Or
people that's always
miserable.
in relationship. The people that don't want to change is the ones that's always in relationship.
Yeah, but half of them be miserable.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. But that's because they don't have inner peace with themselves. They're looking for somebody else to drive that happiness out of them. If you like I said before, you know, you have to come into something whole. You can't come in with 3 bites out the fucking apple. It don't work like that. And then you want somebody to just all of a sudden hawk spit and make the apple whole again. No, it don't work like that. You
No, you
gotta
gotta
you
use
gotta come with
Gorilla
your shit
Glue.
together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, no, I get it, but I'm just saying, like, you know, a lot of people they come into relationships damaged, and you know they come into with it halfway in, halfway out, you know, ulterior motives, all types of stuff. So, and then you know, so many people what they used to they constantly go for. You know, they don't try anything different, or they think they're trying something different, but it's the same shit wrapped in a different paper.
Well, I think because a lot of people get into relationships because they're unhappy. So they're looking for that person to make them happy. And when
Of
that person
course.
don't make them happy, then they get mad at that person and say, you're not making me happy. My job was never to make you happy.
Nope.
My job was to add on to your happiness. But a lot of people are looking for someone to bring them that happiness.
That's a lot of responsibility to put on
It
a
is a lot of
person.
responsibility. It is a lot of responsibility.
It is.
I said that in my last relationship I was in. They're like, yo, I can't make you happy. It's either you happy or you not. But the thing is, that person tried to say that she was happy, and I kept telling her, no, you're not. But she gonna tell me that she happy. I'm like, yo, I can see everything in your life. Ain't no way you can be happy, because I wouldn't be happy with it. Ain't no way. But some people we can live in a fantasy land in our head and like trick ourselves to be happy even though we're not. Like, it's plenty of people that do that. You know, oh, I'm living this life. How many people you know? How many people you know? You be on Facebook or whatever. You see them, and they be stunting and doing all this shit, and you be like, man, that nigga don't live like that.
I know some niggas like that right now.
Hey, yo,
We all do.
That ain't just
Right.
We all do.
That
Oh,
nigga
you
sleep
see,
on the couch, race
you,
flopping in front of somebody beamer.
or you see a female that you know, and she always miserable, but every time you click on Instagram or Facebook, she over there with a smile on her face.
you know damn well you upset. You know, your ass don't like yourself waking up in the morning. You don't like even looking yourself in the mirror.
Right. It's a lot of people like that.
Hate looking at themselves in the mirror. Because that mirror shows who they really are.
Right. Right. And that's
That's
and them same people is the same people that keep the people that they keep around them is the same people that boost their egos on that bullshit that they doing in their life. And that's why they never ever change, because they don't want to be around people that give them real life shit.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
Like
People love
like,
yes people. People love yes
like,
people.
right.
Listen,
Right,
you
but
already know, like, I lost somebody dear to me because I saw the toxic shit, the violence going on in their marriage. And man, when I tell you, it set my soul on fire to watch such a beautiful person take in all of that shit. But none of the encouragement or things that I said meant anything because that person is just so messed up in their own head. And I became the target. Like, oh, you're jealous because you're not married, or where's your boyfriend? I was like, if that's what happy looks like, I never want it.
right,
Never.
but that happy, but see that was a false happiness. Her happiness
Absolutely
is,
it is. But to that person, it's not.
right, but to her, like, okay, you can say, okay, for example, you know, me and Clyde used to do deliveries, and I remember one day I went to this we was on separate trucks this day, and I went to this customer house, and we were delivering to their second house, and when the lady opened the door, she had a black eye. So my partner was looking, he's like, you know, when you see something odd, you just can't help but to look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So he kept looking at her eye, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry, yeah, my husband gets a little crazy sometimes. So you know, she basically told us her husband was whooping her ass, but we delivering to her second house. So if she's sitting at home, or she don't have to pay all the bills and do this, that, and the other, and she living her high life. Some people gonna take that ass whooping for that high life because it's security.
Fair enough, will.
You know, it's security.
Sad.
I can get a nice little Birkin bag and this, that, and the other. But yeah, he whooped my ass sometimes. He threw me down the stairs last time. Yeah, like, you know, because some people, that's security is all they know. They'll take abuse over security any time of the day.
But
They don't think they think they deserve it.
Attitude. That's that 1950s mentality. Because I need him. That I need him mentality is what I like to call it. I need him. I need him for this. I need him for that. I need most women nowadays. I don't need you.
But they don't call it. Hold on. But they don't even call it. It's not even needed. What they call it is finessing. They finessing the situation. That's what it is. That's what the word finesse. You hear the word finesse all the time because people finesse in this situation. It's like, okay, I got to do this. I got to lay with this dude or whatever to get the things that I want. So I finesse the situation. Like, you know, to stay secure, I had to finesse it. That's all they're doing. It's just different lingo, but it's still abuse in one way or another. But that person is mentally damaged. They're done. They're cooked. But I didn't mean to cut you off, Jess.
No. You're fine. So I was gonna ask, what do you call because in this situation, the person that's getting their ass whooped is the person that does everything.
Well, what in your friend's situation or just in
that person's situation, yes.
Well, in that situation, you know, it's more or less she rather have somebody than nobody.
Shit.
Like some people just rather have somebody than nobody.
Yes. You said it. I was thinking it, Jeez.
No, but
Because I
people,
don't
like,
get it. I really don't. I get it, but I don't get it. I mean, from the clinical standpoint, I know what happens when a person is being abused and how they think and register shit, but I just still don't get it, especially when you're such a gorgeous fucking person and can have anybody you want. Why are you dealing with that shit? I'm always asking the question.
And you gotta also look at it. Okay, if this person is the one is the one that's doing everything, they got all the money and they taking out abuse. When they leave, they probably gonna end up having to break off that other person with the money that they don't want to break their ass off with. So I'd rather so they gonna stay. I'm not saying what I would rather do, but they would stay rather than to start over. A lot of people don't like to start over.
True.
I know, and it's just sad.
I'll take the abuse, and I don't have to start over. Like shit, you know how many dudes scared of marriage just because when you get if it don't work out and you the primary bread maker, we the ones that get hit crazy. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like look at the stuff that's going on with Dr. Dre or whatever. You know, she signed a prenup. Now she talking about she was under pressure to sign a prenup. So now, now you cutting in. Now he already said he would have paid her alimony and all that. So and they live in California. So alimony in California, that man got to pay you for the rest of his life.
Half of everything, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So he already told you that, but that ain't enough. I've seen another situation. A dude with a billionaire. He was worth like $15 billion or whatever. He cheated on his woman or whatever, and they was getting a divorce. Instead of him trying to get the shit nullified or whatever. Like, you know what? I was wrong. So on and so forth. I don't. Like the lawyer came to him. He was like, listen. Give her $987 million or whatever, and call it a day. He was like, "Damn, that's kind of high or whatever." But he was like, "All right, I'm gonna give you that's not." He sent it to the lawyer, to the other lawyer's office, her lawyer's office, and said, "I'm gonna give you $987 million or whatever, and a divorce." What she said, no, that ain't enough.
Yep. So if you look at the screen. Those said relationship in the classroom, the purpose of relationship, both people relationships to learn about themselves through the difficulties that manifest through themselves. A lot of people are just shitty ass people.
Right.
Say it again.
Right.
Shit. A lot of people is not shit. So they will go through relationships and get back, oh, this nigga cheating on me, because you ain't shit.
Right.
You just ain't no good. I'm sorry.
Your favorite person ain't shit.
Hey, yo.
Ain't shit. It is what it is. You just an ain't shit nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Or you ain't shit, or you an ain't shit chick. You know what I mean? And you getting mad and you over here on Facebook ranting, there ain't no good man. No, you just ain't shit.
Right.
Damn, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a lot of ain't shit niggas and a lot of ain't shit.
But I wish that them ain't shit people, because they know they ain't shit, would just own it. I respect anybody that come to me and be like, "Hey, yo, I ain't shit, but if you feel like you want to do this."
Yeah, I mean, but there's people like that.
And I didn't understand, you feel me? So and he kept saying it to me, but I'm not really listening, you feel me? Like random times he'd be like, because I ain't shit. And I'm like, what? Why do you keep saying shit like that? You feel me? And, a couple months later, it's like, oh, yeah, because I ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Come to find out, this nigga had a whole nother relationship.
No, he told you.
He ain't shit. You feel me?
He told you, but you ain't want to hear it.
I had a dude that told me, he was like, "Jess, you a good girl, and I ain't ready for nobody like you. Only thing I can give you is dick." I respected the honesty. I was like, okay, I'm all set,
Yeah. I mean, but the thing is like those type of men or whatever, you kind of gotta respect that.
I do. I did. I definitely did.
That. Well, I gotta play games. This is. I ain't in that type of space right now. I'm trying to get my money right now or whatever. I'm focused on what I'm focused on. If you want to fuck around, we want to fuck around. If not, that's cool or whatever. We can be friends. We can go to the bar. Clyde, no, I done been like that for years. I was like that. We can go to the bar. We can go out and get something to eat. I ain't gonna touch you. I will not touch you. I swear on God, I will not touch you. But it's always, oh, what are we doing? Because one thing I can say is
women are
when
emotional.
but
Emotional
one thing
fucking people.
one thing I can say is when a woman sees a good package or whatever, she don't want nobody else to have that shit.
That's true.
If she knows, like, yeah, he need to just get his shit together, but this dude is like awesome, this dude is a great dude or whatever, she ain't trying to let him go like that.
Clyde, have I not said that before?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
A dude can tell her, no, I'm not into that.
And you know that too.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all know that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh.
It's crazy.
Was with the good packages that be like, nah, yo, you just want me because I got my shit together. And I'd be like, well, what? I'm supposed to want the one that don't got his shit together?
Mm-hmm.
That shit sounded crazy to me. Oh, you just trying to lock me down because I got a good career and I got my own place, my own car. Da, da, da. I'm like, so I'm supposed to want the ones that don't have that stuff?
Well, when so many take the dude that don't got nothing or whatever, you know how many? I don't know how many females I know that mess with a dude that got 4 or 5 kids expecting him to change for her.
Future. Why do we have so many goddamn? Why? Why do women? He must have the biggest gift. He does something. He's doing so. I don't know. He must be magical in the bedroom because he gets.
So some men are magical. They are unicorns, my nigga. I'm just trying to tell you. They do some things to make your things just do things.
And they be the ones like, that don't have shit that do too.
You feel me? And I be like, but I never did that before, and it was, and I don't want to lose it. Like
women will go dumb.
To my body. Like
one thing I've learned in my life, women will go dumb for the one that make them come the hardest.
Of course,
they will take the abuse. They'll take the nigga driving her car. He can wreck the car or whatever. And so she be mad. Don't get me wrong, she be mad, but she gonna pay for it to get fixed or whatever. He can be cheating on this girl, that girl, on with this girl, that girl on the third or whatever. But because he can rock that bell the way she needed to be rung, he can get away with murder.
Is that the baby boy and Jody syndrome?
Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
Tell you something.
Yeah.
Is that the baby boy syndrome?
Absolutely.
He came through, but he was slinging
Absolutely.
that thing.
Absolutely.
I hate you, Jody, but damn, Jody.
Absolutely. That's why he could play like that. He could do that. But then you got to also understand, you know, the movie. If you look at the movie, now name is Jody was a boy. He was only 20. He was supposed to be like 21 in that movie. You don't know shit. What he know? What he said now here. A lot of dudes use their dick like they a man, but they not a man.
Say it again.
I was about to say that one more time, yo. Say that one more time, yo. Say it again for the dummies in the back.
so many dudes use their dick like a man, but they not a man. They're like, it doesn't matter. Being a man, that takes maturity. It's a lot of immature dudes out here. Yeah, they could be 35, 40, 50. Or whatever. Just because a man is 35 don't mean he's more mature than a man that's 25. That's all a mindset or whatever, you know. But it's a lot of people like coincide like age with maturity. That's false. So you getting somebody that's playing these games with you. A real man ain't gonna play no games. He's gonna be straightforward.
Can't even drive a fucking car. Like what the fuck?
No,
48. Why you don't got no fucking car?
They ain't never live on their own. Men ain't never leave their mama house yet.
Hey yo.
My
baby father lived in the house he grew up in.
I mean, so is mine. You already know that. I'm gonna be nice though. I ain't gonna say nothing.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna be nice.
You ain't gonna say no names tonight?
Huh?
You ain't gonna say no names tonight?
No, I'm gonna be
No,
nice.
no name drop. No name drop. They know who
No,
they is.
I mean,
They know who
when
they
your
is.
mama still buying your underwear, your socks, and your t-shirts and shit, like.
There's a lot of dudes out here, but listen, but this is another time standard.
You look like you got money. Let me get some money.
A lot of mothers, baby, and boys.
Hell yeah.
Because the father wasn't there, and now treating the son the way the father should have treated the mother.
But in this case, that ain't the case.
Okay.
That ain't the case. That ain't it, man.
But I'm just saying, there's a lot of moms that be like, oh yeah, my baby ain't gotta leave because they lonely.
Listen, the countdown is on for my son. Like, get that ass out. No, sir, I'm just talking shit. But if my son doing something with his life, he can always stay until where he needs to be. But you ain't doing nothing, and you just making babies, and you living in the attic in my house. Hell no, you gotta go, bro.
Hey yo.
Can him and his girlfriend come and stay?
No.
Whoa.
Well,
No.
the white people do it all the time. They get $300,000 house.
Well, why ain't the white people?
I understand this, baby. The white people.
They do it all the time. Send their kid to college, come back home. Got little Sarah staying in the basement. They stayed at their house.
His mother with his girl. Is that what you
Hey. Hey. I'm saying that. How many times, Clyde, we go to people's house, they got their college kid that's 23, 24, staying in the basement with his girlfriend. They got a whole kid and everything or whatever. And them kids saving up that money. By the time they 25, 26 years old, they done bought a $300,000, $400,000 house. We delivering to them a couple months later, and they got that house with that kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if the goal is to repair your credit, if it's messed up a little bit from student loans or, whatever, I don't know. It has to be a goal. There's a reason why you staying in my house. If you just doing it because you just bummy as hell, no, you got to go.
No, I mean, their kids work. They usually work or whatever the case may be.
Yeah,
But,
if there's a goal, absolutely. I'm not one of them people that be like, oh, as soon as you're 18, you got to go. Because that's not how you help your kids and how you raise them. But if you ain't doing shit and all you, like, the walls is giving me more support than you are in the house, you got to go.
But no offense, in the black community, the standard is 18, you almost got to go.
You're right.
That's because they're going to get kicked off their Section 8.
Yeah,
okay. You know what?
I'm so done. But a lot of other communities,
I hate you.
the Asian, the Indian communities, them kids come back, but they got strict rules. Yo, you ain't going to be here doing nothing. You are here for a reason to get the hell out. We're here to help.
No, they go to like medical school and stuff like that. So
hold on, when I'm talking to your chest, I see chest. She must be.
I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, ow.
And she giving us a little show or something.
I had to put my phone down for my food. I'm sorry.
No, okay.
That was cold.
About Jessica's 2 friends that she got. So
kiss my ass. Leave my friends alone.
It's better to have two good friends than 10 sorry ass friends.
Listen, if she got 10 friends, I'm running.
Yeah, nah, I don't want 10 of these things. I'm already dragging in the front and back. I'm all set.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
Got some Kool-Aid.
What the hell?
Where are you going?
She got something to drink. She had to get something to drink.
I did, and I don't know what the hell happened. That's so weird. What the hell? Computer just did something weird.
She fancy.
Can't find y'all.
She fancy. She got a MacBook. You got a MacBook?
Yep.
No, this is HP. I do not.
Okay. We're going to go to another section of my man Zoe's book. Okay. So I need to understand that people are not necessarily their word, but their intentions.
Okay, here we go.
Representative of what someone would like to do, but it's not necessarily what they will do. Even with the best intentions, a person's actions will not necessarily be in alignment with what they say. Recognizing statements as intentions that may not be acknowledged, whatever. Oh, no, actualize is a lesson that I need to learn. True or false?
You gotta read that again. You was doing a little skipping
Yeah.
part.
All right. So I need to understand that people are not necessarily their words, but their intentions. Words
True.
are a representation of what someone would like to do,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily what they will do.
Or capable of doing sometimes.
Even with the best intentions, a person's actions will not necessarily be in alignment with what they say. Recognizing statements as intentions that may not be actualized is a lesson that I need to learn.
I agree with that.
I mean, a lot of people ain't worth their word.
Well, understand, but that's what Jess was actually saying about how how she will tell a man what she wants, and as men, we will do exactly what she's telling us to do. We are very simple like that. That's why we ask, hey, so what do you like? Oh, really? Boom. So now we can key in exactly on what you like.
Yeah, but I mean, I had that happen all the time. Like I've had women like I watch certain stuff and they'll sit there and watch it like they like the shit, and then I find out later they ain't even like it. Like people gonna adjust to what to what they think a person really wants. Like me personally, I don't want nobody to be nobody but themselves or whatever. I don't need you to be just like me. If I want to date me, I'll stay myself. I'll stay single. You don't have to sit there and watch what I watch or do what I do or go to I might like cars. You don't have to go to car events if you don't like cars. It don't make any sense. Like people always trying to, play this game of like people always acting. They're acting. People are acting instead of being themselves.
Well,
or whatever.
Society standard is you're supposed to be going out with your mate all the time.
No. You're supposed to spend time with a person. Time is what's important, not in the quality of the time. We all have to work. We got to do whatever we got to do, but to know that somebody cares about you enough to do this, that, and the third, or take some time out of their time to make sure that you feel significant in their life is what women want. Women want you to feel significant in a man's life, just like a man should want a woman to feel significant in her life or in his life. I'm sorry, but to each his own on how much time you need. I'm the type of person I like to be by myself, but then I also like to have time with my partner. I don't need to be around my partner 24/7, but I do need to see my partner. I do need to talk to him or whatever, and I should have a certain type of slot where we spend a certain amount of time together, but we don't need to be stuck by the hip.
True. Cause me personally, I'm gonna say it. I don't think no one I don't think people like each other that much. All the people I see together all the time, they don't like each other that goddamn much. And I'll say it like this: name one thing you can eat, do all the time, and not get sick of.
Nothing.
People can never answer me that question. So you're not going to tell me you're not going to get sick of this person that you're with.
But that's what I was talking about earlier. Like, people get bored with stuff. Like that's why it's important for you as a woman, and it's important as you for a man to have your life full with the things that you like to do. All that person you either could be like, hey babe, I want you to come with me to this. If she want to come, so be it. If she don't want to come, so be it. It don't make it that y'all don't love each other or whatever because she don't want to go to Comic-Con and be around a whole bunch of people dressed up as anime people or whatever. It don't make her no less love you or whatever. It don't make him no less because he ain't want to go see no. It's like he didn't want to go see no play or some shit like that or whatever the girls like to do or whatever. Go to the club and get hurt and get dressed up and shit all the time. Now can you sacrifice if that's what she really likes to do or whatever? Okay, give her, okay, I'm all right, I'm not gonna do it this time, but I'll do it next time because I know it means something to you. Sure, you could do that. But a lot of times people be dragging people along and shit that they don't even want to be at. I remember bringing my girl, my ex, ex a while ago, to something with my friends, and she made the whole time miserable.
Mm-hmm.
You could, and if I could, and I would have went by myself, I would have had a ball. And then there's been times where I'll go out with my friends or whatever, and she know I'm going out. I done told her a whole week in advance or whatever the case may be, and then I'm out and she calling me. I don't call you when you out. When you out with your girls, go out, have fun. I'm not gonna sit there and hound you where you at, who you at. You better not be with no other nigga. This, that, and the other. Listen, a person gonna do what a person gonna do.
Yeah.
I gotta believe in face value that you're gonna do the right thing by me. If you don't do the right thing, you already know what's gonna happen. Eventually, shit gonna be found out, and I'm gonna go my separate way. Is you willing to lose me? Okay, fine.
Mhm.
But people be lying all the time. Oh, I like this, I like that. Oh no, no, you don't. You don't like none of this shit. I'll catch you later on. Catch you when you come in the house. Some people just want to be laid up in their crib. They're comfortable in their crib. And if that's what y'all like to do, you like to kick up. She want to put her feet on you. You massage your feet. Y'all watch the show or whatever, or you doing whatever. Y'all play a game or whatever the case may be. If that's what y'all like to do, do what you like to do. Do whatever y'all like to do together. Don't try to force doing some shit that y'all don't like to do.
I feel you.
Yeah.
Because really, when people doing that, they only doing that to keep tabs on the motherfucker. Really, to make sure they ain't doing. Let me see if he gonna act the way. Let me see how he gonna act when I'm out here. Because anytime I ever went out with somebody at an event or whatever, they sitting there watching me. Why are you watching me?
Watching you? What do you mean?
Yeah, watching me like I'm out socializing. Oh, I didn't like the way you was talking to that girl. I mean, I know that girl for years. You sitting there tripping.
That is it. So you not allowed to be cordial to people?
Nope.
A lot of women don't like their men around other females.
No, none.
Then fuck that shit. If she talk that good game to make you want to go, bye.
But it's a lot of women. Oh, I don't do bitches. I don't like females. Oh, I don't. No. It's not now.
But then they can have niggas around them. Or
Right. Oh, this is my friend. We know this, that, and the other.
It's always a one-way street a lot of times. But men do the same thing too. Because men
they do.
My girl better not be talking to no dude, but he's making a whole other chick. I'm like, nigga.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't mind. Like, if I'm dating somebody, have your female friends as long as they're respectful.
Of course, but it's not like you're gonna sit there and you're gonna be going. Y'all going on hot dates and shit together. Like, nah. Like,
yeah, nah.
It's like, oh, we cool. You know, I see you. I see you. I might give you a call or whatever the case may be, or whatever. Chit chat with you for a minute and shoot the breeze or whatever. You might tell me about your kids. Oh, he getting an award for this, so on and so forth. That's what's up. Laugh about some shit that we knew about in high school and shit like that. Going about our business. Or whatever. It don't have to be on no physical something, but it's something about a man and a woman that I feel like a man can't be friends with a woman, and a woman can't be friends with a man without physical.
Guys feel like that too, because I hang with a bunch of dudes as well. And the last person I was talking to that wasn't shit, he was always worried about my male friends. Like, he was mad when I went out with you to Funny Bone. Remember I told you we got into a whole argument about that? I was like, what the hell? I said, I've known him since I was in 3rd grade. That's like, we ain't never been physical. What do you mean? Like, that's my friend.
Yeah, I want to hear that shit.
Yeah, but what? I mean, I can understand a guy's thought process, because a lot of times, the guy, your male friend that you with, you know, something could happen. But he got to have that faith in that person.
Right.
He has to give that person the benefit of the doubt or whatever. You have to give that person the benefit of the doubt until they prove you wrong or whatever. You can't just sit there and accuse them because they out the door if you're accusing them all the time. Or they're gonna do it. Because after a while, you get tired and you're like, you know what, I'm all right. Like, I'm getting tired of this or whatever. This has just been a friend. I've never slept with this friend ever in my life or whatever, but you pushing me towards it or whatever, or you pushing me towards leaving you. And guess what? Now I'm gonna go fuck my friend. Like, some people, that's how their mind is set up.
Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And then the whole time, dude had his ex following him everywhere he went. Everywhere I was, that girl was. I was like, hold on. You have an issue because I got a funny bone with my friend, but here it is. Why is this girl always in your face? Oh, okay. I was like, you trying to have control. Your need is for control.
Nope. Stop. We're gonna talk about that next week. We're gonna talk
okay. Okay.
I'm gonna tie into a lot of relationship standards again. Is control. People just want control. You want to control what the other person does because you're scared of what they might do. So you want to have that control. Yep. If you don't have that control, you get upset.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a whole hour long topic. I
can talk about that for days. I have stories, okay?
The relationships are now about control because you don't have trust in your partner. Point blank here, you don't have trust in your partner, so you want to control them. We can leave that for another day. I think we're gonna call it a night. We had a good show.
Because I gotta go to the bathroom. So it was great speaking to y'all. Y'all have a good night.
You too.
Take care.
Bye.
Blessings out of here. Me and Jess had this was a great show. We had Honeycomb on here. We had my boy Bless on here. Good show. Definitely, if you're watching this on Facebook Live, please share this out. If you're watching it on YouTube, please subscribe and give us a like. We're going to keep trying. I'm going to keep trying to come on a weekly basis, but y'all know me. If y'all know me, I'll be doing 8 main things at once. I'm trying to condense to the 20% that really gets me, what I like. So, I like coming over here, talking this shit. And I love, like my future ex-wife, Jessica Hutton.
He's stupid.
So hopefully, when we come back to you next week, I'll be coming up with the questions on YouTube throughout the week. Please join our YouTube Facebook group at HerTruth.HisTruth. If you have any questions, please, or you want to even be on the show, email at HerTruth.HisTruth@gmail.com, or go under the YouTube link, write a comment. I'll definitely get back to you. Jess, you want to end off with anything?
I'm sorry, say that again.
You want to end off with anything?
No, thank you guys for watching.
Like I said, fellas, be respectful. If you're going to shoot your shot at my friend, I love her to death. Be respectful. Because she be screenshotting them damn things and sending them to me, and I be having mad jokes. And
I be like, yo, look at this shit right here.
Y'all be making me look bad. I'll be trying to have faith in y'all. Y'all make me look bad. Stop making me look bad, fellas. Stop with the pics. No more.
We got to have another conversation on something, too.
Oh, my.
That we didn't talk about. Yeah.
Boy, here we go. So next week, we're going to talk about control in a relationship. It's going to be dope. I'm going to have a couple more surprise guests coming up here. So everyone have a good week. Be safe and peace. Love y'all.